place to develop. Yeah. I went away from my dreams. Yeah. Yeah. I went away from my dreams. Felt like I couldn't believe. I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Yo. Thanks for coming out, Jay Vegas. I see you doing a lot with the protest, man. And I just like to start off by saluting you, man. You out there on the front line for us. I can't hear you yet. Are you muted? Your audio. Can you turn your mic on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Alright.
Alright, so I was saying, yo, how you doing? Like, I like to, you know, salute you for being a part of the protest.
Yeah, nah, I'm just, you know, doing my duty as a citizen of the community, as a father, you know, as a person that just always fought for change, you know, like, it's either now or never, you know, like, and especially with the momentum of everybody coming together, you know, if you're not doing this, what are you doing, you know, like.
Absolutely. So, you know, it's a lot going on right now. The police, where was some of the places that you protested at? I seen you in Merrick.
Yeah, I was in Merrick a couple of times. Merrick got a little crazy. I was in Hempstead, West Babylon, Freeport. You know, I'm just trying to, originally I was going to go to the city, but, you know, I'd rather, you know, take care of home and stay within Long Island at the moment, so I can make sure change starts in my community as well, you know?
Right, I agree with you. I was actually saying that same thing, like, because I think out of all the protests, Nassau County Police, I feel like they still didn't learn their lesson. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, I might be wrong, but it feels like they still, like, after this is all over, they're going to go back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it can't be no after all this. We got to keep it going, you know? We got to keep our knee on the neck of injustice, you know?
Right.
And don't let up, because it's more than just George Floyd. It's more than just Breonna Taylor. It's more than just Ahmaud Arbery. Those are just the names within the last few months. It's names that can go on for years and years and years that we didn't get justice for. You know, we didn't get justice for Martin Luther King. He was assassinated. We didn't get justice for Malcolm X. You know, Sandra Bland. Like, we can just go the lanes, go on and on and on. So we need major changes in every which way when it comes to the black community. You know, we need things to change so we can, you know, have the opportunities that others have to succeed. And I have to work, you know what I mean, like 10 times as hard.
Right. So it's a lot of youth on the front line too out there protesting. Like you mentioned earlier, they had the protests in New York City. Now, do you feel like they're going about it in the right way, or do you feel like it's a like a better way they could go?
I think, you know, a situation like we have here with us today, I think there's no one right way to do it. You know, I feel like this has to be attacked from many different angles, many different ways, because especially to this situation, there's not one answer. So I don't agree with the people that may be looting or whatever, but I'm not going to condemn them either. I can't tell people how to deal with their pain and frustration or what they've been through. I can't do that. I could say that I don't agree with it, but especially when it's for like selfish reasons and not for the protest.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you want to loot something, if you want to do something, you're going to burn something down. Don't burn down a business that has nothing to do with the movement. Burn down a cop car, a police station, whatever. You know, I mean, if you're going to do violence, you know, make it for part of the cause, you know, I don't know.
Right.
But
right.
As far as for the peaceful protest, Justice, young people are doing an amazing job. Actually, I used to joke around like 80s babies are the best, 90s babies are the best. These 2000 babies, these 2010 and beyond graduates, they are holding it down. They are on the front line. They are leading the movement. The one at the rally in Hempstead, the protest in Hempstead, the person that put together, she was 18 years old. Like, you know, and she led hundreds of people throughout Hempstead. So, you know, that was amazing. A few in Freeport were led by young people and young people on the front line, you know. So we can say a lot of things about how young people being lazy in technology and all these things like that, but they're not lazy when it comes to their rights and protesting. You know what I mean? They're right there. They did a lot more than, you know, we did when we were their age. So I gotta take my hat off to them.
That's right. Salute to the young people out there. So basically, there was a lot of business owners saying racial comments. Like I heard the owner of Broncos, he said something racial. The Dominican restaurant in Uniondale, I heard they was trying to get crazy with us, and a couple more. Like
to speak on Broncos, I know personally, like he's a racist. Like it's not even just this situation that pointed out his racism. Like he's been racist for many, many years. He's done so many racist things to a lot of people. If you go through that page and even look under his apology or anything in regards to Broncos and racism, you'll see everybody has a story where they felt racism that came from that owner and from that establishment. So, you know, this is just, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back because he's been racist for many years. He owns that, and I believe he owns Rachel Waterside Grill as well, and maybe another business on the mount. So it's not just that one business as well.
That's crazy because I never really heard of him any racial stuff coming from over there. I went to the parties and stuff. You know, he threw parties. I went to a couple of them. He's the one that throws the silent parties, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, one that when he gets certain time, you gotta put on the headphones.
Yeah.
But Travis did that too.
Okay. But yeah, like it's sad to hear that these business owners are really, you know, out here racial profiling, and they're just doing racial stuff to our people. Like, so that's what the protest actually becomes about. It's no longer just about the police. Now we're taking it to whoever just wants to be racist. Like, cause the Merrick one was about that too.
Yeah, it's definitely everyone versus racism, you know, and brutality. So, you know, it's not just black people that brutalized. We may get it way more than other people, but brutality, people experience that throughout the world in other countries, and you know these situations. So that's why you see this has become an international event, moment, uprising. You know. And, you know, it feels great because this has been bubbling, you know, under the surface for a long time. And I just feel like this is nothing but God because, you know, this is just a perfect recipe for an uprising to happen. Unfortunately, George Floyd, you know, lost his life, and Breonna Taylor lost her life, and many others lost their lives. But us being in this pandemic, people being home, people being frustrated and tired, and just able to just let out their frustrations, you know, productively for change is great.
Yeah, I think it's great that we are finally standing up. I mean, we've been standing up all throughout the years, but I think now it's like we're doing it more than ever. I think we're taking it to like the extreme now.
Yeah, I definitely do. And I think the fact that, you know, we used to always say, you know, I imagine what we could do if we all stick together.
Right. Know? Separate fingers could break, but together they could do a mighty thing.
And, you know, we all sticking together. And it's not just us. It's white people. It's Spanish, Asians. It's everybody all together sticking together with black people sticking together. And I feel like they just so scared of everything. They don't know what to do, you know, and like on the Merrick protest, you know, it almost, you know, I almost did something foolish, and things almost got out of hand. You know, I was on the front line, locking on with everybody, because they were trying to block us from going forward. They had a line of police, because we met by a line of police, and SWAT. And I'm looking at all the police or the SWAT members or whatever, and I just feel these two eyes burning a hole inside my face. So I turn, and there's an officer just like giving me this hateful look, staring at me. So I'm staring back at him, he's staring back at me, and this is going on like for like at least like 3-4 minutes. The staring gets so intense that, you know, people are trying to now grab me and pull me away because they see, you know, everything boiling to a point, you know, and then the officer now, you know, to me, you know, and that just set me off. So I handed someone my sign that I was my protest signs, and I swung at him. But when I went to swing, everybody in the crowd behind me grabbed my arm and caught my punch.
Right.
You know, I mean, it was a foolish, you know, reaction, but I was so caught in the moment I couldn't stop myself from reacting. So that could have set off some type of riot. I don't know. I could be dead right now. I don't know what that would have done, but it wasn't, you know, the smartest thing. But those are some of the things that can happen when you get caught in those type of moments.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous out there, and you know, my heart goes out to everybody who's out there, you know, protesting. They're having another protest too for Roosevelt on June 13th.
Yeah.
You know, but some of these protests, they're actually contacting the police to get escorted. To, like, I think the Merrick one, they did the same. Have you heard about?
Well, I actually put together a protest in West Babylon for the 3 girls that were harassed and almost ran over in a truck by this racist guy.
I heard about that.
They were protesting and had Black Lives Matter signs, and they're only like 16. They're only like 16-year-old, and he got into an argument. Grown man had no business even speaking to a 16-year-old girl, you know. And he got so upset, he got in his car, and as they were, so we put together this protest in West Babylon where it happened. Now, when I got there a little bit late, and it was, you know, way too peaceful. Not to mean, I didn't mean like I was looking for it to be violent. I mean, you have to disturb the peace to get the attention necessary so people can see and understand and feel the message. You know, so there's on the sidewalk, being peaceful, talking to God. So I'm like, no, this is not what we're doing. What we're going to do is we're going to march in the streets. We're going to block traffic. We're going to yell. We're going to shout. We're going to tell everyone. We're going to let everybody hear. We're going to walk through the neighborhoods. We're going to make sure our voices are heard and we are seen and our signs are read and everything is, you know. So if we walk to the precinct, you know, and we demanded for justice, we demanded everything be taken care of, and it was. You know, the guy is now locked up. The guy, they did find him. And the crazy part about the whole thing is the guy's sister that almost ran the girls over kind of contacted me, gave me his name, his number, his address, his home number, everything about him, because she said he's a racist and been racist for many years, and she hasn't spoke to him for over 3 years.
So how do you think we can make this stop, though? Like, it's got to be more than just protesting to just go in front of their store, because they're not even, it doesn't even seem like they're really bothered by it, some of them. Like, you know, we get the apologies from some of them, but I've seen one video where this lady was actually giving the crowd the middle finger right from inside her business, and the police were protecting her. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that same video. It's crazy. No, like I said, it's more than one answer, you know, to this problem. You know, we have to get it from so many different angles. You know, it starts at home, you know, educating your children, black folk and white folk. It starts with education, you know, having equal education and equal opportunities of education, and also having more black history curriculums in the school. It also starts with the police force, with more enforcement and laws and restraints, and holding cops more accountable. Don't let the blue code, you know, give them like a slap on the wrist, or just need to be monitored by someone outside of the police. We need someone that's going to police the police because
you went mute, bro. We can't hear you.
hello.
Oh, all right, we hear you now.
So yeah, we need to police the police. You know, we need better. We just need more. We need everything. Honestly, I heard them speaking of reparations, and that's been a dream that we've had for decades, and
Right.
I feel like that will definitely help the black community rise above the poverty level that we've been stuck in for so long. For generations.
Now, I want to get back to this police the police that you were just speaking of. I heard a lot of people saying we should police the police, like, and we should police our own neighborhoods and stuff like that. Now, how do you think that would work? What are you saying, that we just get rid of the police and do it ourselves? Like, if someone gets shot, we just handle it ourselves and just get rid of the whole police?
No, well, I feel like we just got to make sure that the police do their job. Like, for instance, in that protest that we did in West Babylon, we put pressure on them to make sure that they do their job. You know, like, you know, just wait and see what happens, or no. You know, if some brutality happens, if something racist happens, we come through as a community and put the pressure on the police and make sure that it's done.
Right.
You know what I mean? And no justice, no peace. We don't get the justice that the situation deserves. There's no peace until we have the power as the people. So we got to start using it. You know, I was one of the people that led the march onto the Southern State. And at first, people were scared to walk on the Southern State. They were nervous. They were scared. You know, but once one person start moving, then other people will start moving, and you know, we'll move together as a movement. And we got on that parkway, and we shut down both sides. And you should have felt the power that we had within us, that it seemed like we just learned that we had. And we have so much more. That's just the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more power than we are accustomed to having. So we have to make sure we use it correctly. And one way is by policing the police, having a division, some type of entity that reviews everything that goes on with the police, not internal affairs, something that's outside of that, something that's more powerful than that, something that's more thorough than that.
Right. And yo, I must say, I tilt my hat to you, bro. And I've never been more proud of you than I am now. I see you out there on the front line, bro, and you going hard. I was looking at you on the live, and I seen you out there marching with the people. Like, just salute. I just want to give a salute to you. Me and the whole Power to the People staff. I mean, Empower the People staff. Like, we're definitely watching you.
Well, I mean, I appreciate it. It's not something, I just feel like it's my duty. I have the opportunity to speak up and say something and lead people that are looking for direction. And, you know, this has been the most important thing that I've ever had to do in my life, or, you know what I mean, been a part of in my life. So, you know, we got to give our all, because I have a daughter, a princess, you know, and she needs to be living in a safe world. And as a father, I have to do my best to provide that for her.
Do you have these conversations with her, though? Like do you tell her about police brutality?
Sometimes we talk to her. She's always educated about all that's going on there. And if you remember, we walked in the African-American parade protesting, and I had her walk the parade with us, and she was protesting too. So,
that's right. We've been protesting for a minute.
I'm very aware of keeping her very aware of what's going on, because who's to say she's not the next leader?
That's right. The children are the the future. The youth is the future. So we have to definitely empower them and educate them on how to survive. Cause like they're out here trying to kill us, yo. Like this COVID-19, and now next is the protests. I know the youth are going through so much right now.
Yeah, like one thing that's crazy. I remember growing up and my parents saying, "There's nothing new under the sun. Anything that you did already done. XYZ, but this is the world. This is a new experience. It's different. This is change. This is history. This is stuff that your grandkids are going to read about in their history books. And then they're going to ask, like, what were you doing during this time?
Right.
And if you're honest, you got to tell them exactly what you were doing. And hopefully you can honestly say that you stood up for the injustice, you protested in whatever way you can. Everybody is not physically fit to walk and protest. Some people, you can donate money, or you can, donate supplies, or you can keep people informed. You can spread the word. You can, some way, some shape or form, if you are against injustice and brutality, you should be trying to make a change and make a difference, and people of any race, black, white, Spanish, if you stand up for that, then you should be making a change. Because when you look back on history, you want to see what side you were on. And if you're silent, doing nothing, you're on the wrong side. You're not on the right side of justice and change.
Right. So speaking of that, it's a lot of, today I was just looking out my window, and I seen like a bunch of white people like driving down the block, honking their horns, and they had like rainbow. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they was doing this for the protests, but I see a lot of them getting involved in this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of white businesses that once were racist owners inside now putting Black Lives Matter on their businesses, to stop the looters and stuff like that, to make it seem like they're blending in. Have you seen anything like that?
I haven't seen anything like that. What I have seen, but during marching down these neighborhoods, some of the residents come out onto their lawn or whatever, or open their doors to do something, and you can tell the ones that are for the movement and the ones that aren't, even if they're not saying anything derogatory or against it. You can feel the energy. So with that being said, if an owner or someone is, trying to pretend like they're for the movement for their own personal business, you kind of feel the racism. It's like an energy that you get this a gut feeling that you feel,
Right. Because I even seen some videos where like white people were breaking windows and looting and stuff, and the black people was like, no, stop, don't do that. Because a lot of people feel like, they're gonna do the looting and we're gonna get the backlash from it. Do you agree with that?
I mean, that's a possibility, but a lot of the looters and whatnot have been caught. A lot of them, they arrested hundreds and hundreds. So, and the protest been more so peaceful now. I feel like, a lot of it's been weeded out. I mean, initially there were people that had other interests, just joining the movement and, starting issues and looting and rioting. So I feel like a lot of it's been, weeded out, and we just gotta keep forward. But that's just symptoms of the problem, like that's part of any revolution, there will be destruction, violence, rioting, bloodshed, sacrifice, that comes with territory. Unfortunately, it's like, there's casualties of war.
Right. And to all the people out there, if you have somebody who actually got arrested for protesting, make sure you look out for them and check on them, because I heard the conditions are horrible. Like, I heard it's a lot, like they're not checking on them, they're just making them suffer in there.
Oh, I haven't heard anything in regards to the people that report looting or whatever. But then some people were treated as looters, so that's, another injustice that people are facing.
Right. So how long you think you could get for that, though? For, like, looting or protesting, if you get locked up for that?
I mean, it depends on how severe, like, what you got caught doing. Like, if you got caught running out the store with a TV, that's different than you just being in the vicinity and being like a necessity.
Right. So what advice do you have to the youth that's doing that though? Like just going in there stealing TVs and stuff.
I say, don't, get caught on the wrong side of history. Don't, anytime you do try to take advantage of situations like this, it always backfire and eventually, it doesn't work out in your favor. So don't try to use this as a reason to do something bad and get caught and try to blame it on the movement. Take responsibility of your actions, because that's what we're asking the police and all the people that are doing the racist stuff. Like, take responsibility for your actions, and that's what it's all about. If everyone would do that, then, that's a step in the right direction.
Right. Yeah, that's official, man. Like, they definitely have to take responsibility for their action, because, if you're out there, I'm pretty sure people are watching you, and you never know who's you're a role model to, you know what I'm saying? For mad years, I was out there, I used to live a crazy life, and I basically switched my life around because I noticed I had so much eyes on me, and people was like, dependent on me. They named me the voice of the Veld and everything like that. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of kids, like, I have kids myself, and a lot of their friends see me around, like, in a park, Centennial Park or something, and they're like watching me. So I know I gotta keep my actions positive and try to stay righteous, as much as I can.
Man, you do your thing, brother. You really changed, and turned your life around from doing a lot of reckless things that wasn't benefiting you or no one else to, just trying to, make a difference and make the changes that you can make, and, making a better you so you can make a better, community as much as you can.
That's right, man. But salute to you again, man. Thank you for speaking for Empower the People, and you have any words that you like to get to the people out there?
I think I said everything I needed to say. Only thing I left to say is don't stop. We got to just keep going. Don't stop. This doesn't stop with a conviction of 1, 2, 3, 4. This stops until the system is changed, because it's broken right now. It's broken. And it needs to be thrown out. We need to design a new system that's beneficial for everyone to succeed. But don't forget about what we've been through and the help that we especially need, that others get that we don't get. So we need to build our black community, stay together. If we do get some reparations, or if we do get some kind of money, we need to not spend it on material things and invest it in our community. Start a business, invest in black things, invest in school, invest in buying. You start a new Black Wall Street. We need to, it all sounds like a dream, but it all starts with one vision, one person, and then the next person see the vision and just build it together. So that's not something that can happen overnight, but just like every other culture, every other race seems to have a community, a business, hospitals, schools for themselves. We don't have our own that is successful, and that's what we gotta also focus our energy on.
That's right, man. Well, salute once again, bro, and stay safe out there, cause I see you, joining the protest. It can get ugly, but I know you smart. I know you moving strategically, and you're on top of your game. What's that say?
Dear racist, I am not my grandparents. Sincerely, these hands.
That's deep. Who made that shirt?
I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, but it was probably a black business. It sounded like a black business owner made that.
Yeah.
Word. Salute to the black businesses, though. And salute to you once again, Jay Vegas, man. We riding with you, bro.
Alright, bro.
Peace.
Voice of the Veld. Yeah. I went away from my dreams. Yeah. Yeah. my dreams. Felt like I couldn't believe. I felt like I couldn't breathe. Time running from me. I ran away from my dreams. Felt like I couldn't believe. I felt like I couldn't breathe.